I ask myself, what are the things that I enjoy doing? What are the moments that I feel the extreme sense of happiness within me? How I am spending my time after classes, or how I am spending my time on weekends. After my class, I spend time watching anime, or sometimes I went at the back of our house and spent time playing PlayStation with my cousins through my uncle's place. More happiness is when Friday comes, when me and my cousins go to my uncle at the other town to watch television. But the ultimate sense of happiness is when my parents go to the Bible study or small group or the couples night, and then I am the king of the television from 6 p.m. on a Friday to 10 p.m. on a Friday or sometimes midnight. I just watch bubblegum, I just watch anime, I play PlayStations, I just watch everything. It's like a feast. I'm the king of the remote control. In the summer before entering high school, my parents enrolled me to Taekwondo, which would later become part of my life, at least for the next decade. So every day after going to school, I not only watch television shows, but I also practice and train myself physically. Somehow it developed my sense of time management and discipline. The last sentence of NLT version it says, "But remember, we must give an account to God for everything we do. We can do anything that we want. We have a freedom to choose. We have our own free will on which path to take on. We can choose our hobbies, our interests in life without any external influence. That includes how we manage our time here. But remember that God will take into account of everything that we did. That includes how we manage our time here. Specifically, in my example, during my youth, I spent time watching television shows, playing, at the same time, into investing my life into physical activities, such as sports, such as taekwondo and basketball. Growing up during my college years, I had more chance to hang out and meet new people. I had fewer restrictions and fewer curfews. From 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. turned into a broken varying hours on my college years. Thus, I gained more freedom and more control of my time and my life. That my parents ask me questions less, and it is not more frequent than before. Now, if I have the luxury of time, the question is, what do I do then? Ecclesiastes 11:9 it says, "Walk in the ways of your heart and follow the sight of your eyes." NIV becomes more aggressive, replacing the word walk into follow. Follow the ways of your heart. But in modern era today, and some people read NLT version, it says, do everything you can, do everything you want to do, take it all in. I forgot how many times people tell me you can do anything that you want. I was hiking with my homie 2 days ago. He told me that you can do anything you put your mind into, man. One time, I was talking to a member. She was doing some paralegal work. I asked her, "Do you think I can become a paralegal?" And then she told me, "You can do anything that you want." And a few years ago, I was talking with my manager. I asked him, "Do you think I can become a physicist?" He told me, "You can do anything that you want." But I somehow figured out what to do in my life during those years. I wanted to have some fun, meet new friends, expand my network, be active in sports without compromising my academics. At the same time, serving the community and developing my spiritual life. I already knew the importance of not indulging my free time to all of those things. I wanted to have a well-balanced and productive life, especially focusing on what is essential. Because I know I will face God into Judgment Day. I'll give Him into account of everything what I did here, specifically during my youthful years. What is essential reflects on what I prioritize. I keep in mind to spend time with God every day of my life. It doesn't matter how short or how long. My plan is to be consistent, talking with Him every day, reflecting in life, meditation. The other one is to keep on learning and studying. I try to keep in mind that I will always come to class prepared, waiting for the teacher's discussion, and make sure that I'll do my assignments and homeworks and have an above average grade. And I can see that those two, the level of enjoyment of those two, unintentionally progress in my life. And I can say it is true what I'm doing at the present. So my plan for the next few months to come is to study, get some degrees, my love for continuous learning and serving people. Enjoying studying, enjoying about talking about spirituality and biblical studies. The other two that I shared in my time during my college years were dancing and serving the youth. Both have an element of expanding my network and meeting new people, meeting new friends. From watching television shows in the afternoon, turning to weekly nights of dancing. Dancing, training, and preparing for the next presentations. And on our weekends, on Saturdays, from just spending time with my cousins, playing PlayStation, it became into serving the youth. During those years, I became more productive and my time was very enjoyable because I knew that I'm attaining my goal of having a developed and well-balanced life. My youthful years have passed and I'm already here at the season of singleness and adulthood. But that doesn't mean that that verse doesn't apply to me anymore. It applies to all generations. Follow your heart, but remember that God will account everything what you did here on this earth, especially when Judgment Day comes. Both principles of that verse, which are do everything you want to do, and God will account of all of it, are still in effect to every human forever. My Old Testament professor comments, could it be as we are increasingly formed spiritually, our desires and God's desires are not so different? Freedom of will and passion keep on popping in my brain, meditating on this verse. You have the freedom to choose anything that you like. An Old Testament Bible scholar, W.H. Bellinger, announced his comment at the end of the book of Ecclesiastes. He says, "See, humans are to accept life and make the most of it in community. One course of action is to help each other. We ought to help and serve one another. If we have a free will, and we know that we're going to face God in judgment, how are we to show that we are serving one another, that we are loving one another, that we are caring for one another?" As I connect that verse in my life today, my passion is to serve the youth, through praying for them, through encouraging them, and at the same time, I'm also connected in a community where we help each other, where we love each other through prayers. In my youth, we discuss hopeful verses, we discuss stories that will motivate them, that will inspire them to follow God. So conducting discussions, meetings, that is my passion, that are mutually edifying to one another. Given with the circumstances in your life today, what gives you the most pleasure? What are the things that you truly enjoy? Now my next question is, what is the thing that you are most passionate about? What is your hobby? What gives you more enjoyment? It might be drawing or painting, playing instruments perhaps. And then I want you to share it with your friend, with your community, whether on church or anything, your neighbor. Now, with that skill or with that passion, do it, of serving the community, of volunteering. Because indeed, in this way, we are created for a community, within a community, inside a community. We are made to love one another. So that when we face God, when we face Him on judgment, we will surely know, hey, we become faithful to what you have given us. We are loving, we are caring, we are serving one another. What the world needs now is the love, sweet love. One sweet day.